is... Okay. 41. I know I said last time I would put my favorite time, but I'm just gonna put the right time. Yep, sure. I don't really have a favorite time of day, so yeah, that's kind of what I did. You're curious how accurate it is? Alright. It's very accurate. Okay, Sarah Rose of actually the thought I'm very talented at Stanley. Oh, I'm glad I can help. Learning more about you and how you like things set. Well, it's good to collect data. Depends on what you're collecting data on. I should have more sliders. I've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can make some more sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me go up some new ones. Should be very nice to boot up the game. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. Let's go again. I'm gonna skip. And we're here again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I feel like it's been a while since I've played, but literally it hasn't. I recorded this over the span of 3 days. If I'm remembering correctly, the only ones I haven't done yet are the on switch. So yeah, going all the way to the end, pressing on instead of off, and going up on the crane without the bucket, and picking up the phone. So I'm going to do the on switch first.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, so I'm going to make it all the way to the end, and then... yeah.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where... Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet. Simply because I have... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I haven't gone down there either without the bucket, I'm pretty sure. But I know it's a very similar ending. To be rich is a crime. To commit crimes isn't it rich? Or, to be rich isn't a crime. To commit crimes isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah, no,
was it the bucket all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
No, not really. I'm apparently having one injury day. Sorry, guys. I probably shouldn't make that joke, but it's fine.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Is that new dialogue? Because I don't... Usually stop that. Usually I just come all the way down here and... it just automatically opens the door. I don't have any dialogue.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay. There's so many endings to this game, it's hard to remember all.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
What happened? What just happened? I got like Alt-Tab, but not Alt-Tab. What just happened? I don't... That was weird.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Is that
The
the...
bucket had never seen
the
anything
phone?
like
Phone
this,
room?
and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Wait a minute, the bucket's supposed to reassure me. That's why it's the reassurance bucket, right? Why am I reassuring it?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Why do I care about the bucket so much?
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Does that include the narrator, sir?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror.
Oh, no.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
Well, I just gotta move back.
Silly birds.
Seagulls.
The control buttons became active again.
Parrots. Oh, this is...
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Then why did it say mind?
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
No, not really.
And Stanley was happy.
It's just the same videos. Okay. Anywho. Back again, are we?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I almost forgot. Off. Input received again. I can still only get to 2 though. I don't understand the point of it. Do it when it's opening.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No. Alright, well. Down to become a psychopath. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. You just go insane, right?
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Nope.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Crazy.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Crazy, I was crazy.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
No,
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Sure, buddy, sure.
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley
Finally got
felt
it.
to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Yes, that's the
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I'm not thinking.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
No.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
I can see on the sides.
The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
I don't know where I am.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Just kind of see.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
It's alright for the autism.
am okay.
No, I'm not. Whoa, how'd I get in here?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
No. Oh, here it goes.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She thought about all of that in the few seconds she stared at my body. And back we are, let's go.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I haven't gone down the vent too. I'll do that one first, and I'll come back here. Ooh.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
No, I didn't.
What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head.
I mean,
I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
No, it's your fault, man, not mine. Your problem. Alrighty, we're back.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Are you sure?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the...
Flashbang. Alright, I'm here now.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Wait, what?
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Yep, I had a feeling.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Nope.
Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What's really going on here?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Press the B button on my keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Hey.
He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Well, please don't. Alright, fine.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
What do you want me to do?
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I didn't choose this life.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Hey, we might be here forever, but at least Stanley's autistic.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
What's happening?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
I thought you was gonna say I, but...
So, he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Gosh darn it, it's L. If I spam O instead, or I. If I just press every button on my keyboard, that's not L. Oh,
As he
damn.
wandered through this fantasy world,
Wait,
he began to fill it with many
wait.
possible paths and destinations.
Wait,
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Is it like corrupted
And down
nature?
another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
The
And down
line.
another was a game with a baby.
The baby.
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell your kids a story. Well, you see, this I don't actually have.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
Okay.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
No, I know which life is the real one. It's the one that I can get up from my desk IRL. Because, you know, I'm in a room IRL.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I can do that. Alright.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Dude, I waited a whole
How can I
minute for
tell
you.
him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see?
Let's just
How can
find
I
the
make him
office.
look at himself?
Proceed, question nothing. Okay.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Alright, try me.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Ow.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Don't kill me. That's rude. Oh, hey, the whiteboard ending area. Here.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Whiteboard ending.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Escape.
Control
Wait, yes,
Facility.
I forgot about this?
Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I really thought I forgot about this ending over here without the bucket? Nah.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Cry about it.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Whee! See, if I could jump, I could easily just jump out of this thing.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Are you saying I don't know?
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow
I mean, in
life.
a realistic circumstance, I would
Stanley.
100% try and jump out of this, either onto there or onto there. I wouldn't try and get crushed by this. Yep, and there we go.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the
I had a feeling that
narrator,
was gonna happen.
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous
Wonder what's
metal
different, though.
jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated
Oh, they used me
as
instead
the
of the bucket.
machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him
I
instantly.
mean, yeah. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen, because, I mean, if you look at the place, Also, why a ton of pods that just have trapdoors underneath them? Like, is this just an execution chamber?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Well,
What
not
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Cool.
death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead
this isn't
from the moment he
cool.
hit start?
Oh god, 01, 02, and 03. The Office. The Office? Wait a minute. So, start here, go here, go here. Step around this. Oh, this is where the two doors are. Yeah, the two doors. I'm smart. Button sound. Ooh. 1 in 5 wait. Yeah, it's 2 different ones. That's not correct. I can turn them off. Ha ha ha. Thank you everyone for making this such a great game. This is awesome. And thank you for this person being the narrator, because they are very good. I'm not going to say the name because, in fact, I know for a fact I'm going to screw it up, and I don't want to do that. The Office. Maintenance room. The printer, or no, it's a copy machine. Wrong twice. Early development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. Action game would be sentenced with and would age war against the narrator. We realized shortly after it started to it was starting to build it. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the popcorn reading tone of the game. Plus, some people interested it as making fun of people who liked shooters, which was not our intention. Honestly, you should have gone ahead and do it. That would have been awesome. Give me a freaking, I don't know. Give me a gun. Dang, December 2018 was when it was announced that it was going to come out, or that it was like existing. Here's screenshots. Jeez. Alright, whatever. The Office. The phone. Just an infinite time. The cargo. Oh, it's like the first version of it? Huh. Okay, this is kind of cool. I like this. But there's a lot here. Sending? The screenshot depicted an early version of the ending known as Sending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Huh. Sending. Interesting. What was that? What? Okay. Can you go back down this elevator? I'll have to try it. Oh, that's the, like, destroy room ending or whatever, right? Oh, all the iterations of The Office. Okay, this is really cool. I like this. Oh, hi.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Yep.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No, not really.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I mean, I guess we can kind of see his direction. Oh, hey, I'm
Listen
back
to
here.
me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Give me a jump.
Push
I can
escape
jump out
and
there.
press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Nah, there's a
As
way
long
to
as
beat
you
it.
move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
It's fine.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
It's fine.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
Ow. Time already chose for me, buddy. It's already almost an hour. Especially having to edit all of this, it's going to be a nightmare. But I'm going to do it for content, baby.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery wouldn't... Oh, Stanley.
Yes.
You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
I just want to see what happened.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Yeah, it can do anything.
You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave.
But curiosity.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Uh-oh.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
Oh, great.
nuclear detonators are set to explode,
Wait.
eliminating the entire complex.
I just get more
How long
fingerprints
until
on.
detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's
Alrighty.
your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
okay,
What a
okay,
shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Alright,
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
That's rude.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
That's rude.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
Alright,
not?
cool by me.
These are precious additional seconds.
Oh, dang, cool.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or
No,
what
not
you're
really.
supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, look at you. running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
Really have a choice.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Ow. Alrighty then. I think that's every ending. Oh, we're back at whiteboard ending. Okay, so...
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
So last time I fell off something, I landed in the pit. Oh no, his dog went on. Okay, thank God. That should be everything. Okay. Alright. So now... Okay, I'm just gonna do this. And I need to head to...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-worker.
Right, now it's literally just back at my desk. Oh. This is heaven. Oh, they're buttons. Oh no. Okay. We're going back.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh, there you go.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Alright, sweet. We're out just like that. How's the press?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
So I want to press.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
Yep.
Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer?
It is.
How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now,
sorry guys.
I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Alright, well, according to this, that's the whole ending, so... Alright, how do I type? Like, is there a keybind to open it? Or do I do it here? Nothing. Alright, hang on, because... Jeez. Okay, I think I've gotten all the endings, but they also told me to boot up the game again. So I think what I have to do now is close and relaunch the game. Alright, here we go, relaunch. Hopefully nothing crazy pops up. I don't record with you, get out of here. Please just slide until the computer is barely visible. There you go. Please just slide until the cat and dog are friends. Okay, well that's like lovers, so... Say right there, because I feel like the heart is saying that they're lovers, and that's not the case, so I think right here. We'll just slide until the 5 becomes number 9. Oh, geez. Google Docs! Ooh, wait. Is that is the 9. Oh, there's their options. Oh, that's the actual 9. Oh, here's another 9. Okay, there are 3 options for 9. I'll go with normal 9. Alright, please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Alright. Which of the 2 made-up words below are most appealing to you? Acabonical? Or scrumptious? I feel like it just sounds like scrumptious, and I feel like I've heard that word so many times. So I'm gonna go with this one, because I've never heard that word. It's probably not even real words. Please don't adjust that to the slider. Okie dokie. Do you know what time it is right now? Oh yeah, it's almost 2. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? I mean, it depends on where you live. I mean, it's for me in this exact moment right now, it is 1:57. Actually, hang on. Technically, it's not, because that's according to my clock right next to me. But it's about to be it in 10 seconds. So yes, no, yes, no. Gonna go with yes. What is time anyway? I don't know. What we used to go to sleep and wake up and exist. No? I don't know. Is there anything that you haven't told me? Yes. Help. Okay, how do I do that? Will you come back to visit me? Yeah, sure, you seem like a cool guy. Okay, I'm gonna come back and visit. Wait. This is different. Who's still left for it, Nelson's right. This is different. Eh, whatever. Alright, buddy, let's see what you got for me this time. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? No, not really. Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. I mean, fair enough. Sure, I've just set all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do. It's like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. Why can I read this so well, but I was having such a struggle reading all the stuff in the main area? I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm gonna be totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in game anyway. Oh. Alright. You won't have me here you won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Aww. Video games are meant to be played alone. Ah, really? You like being alone, don't you? I mean, sometimes, depends on how it is. That's maybe the only information I've really learned about you. Oh, okay. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really on my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. If I can find him? Is he now in the freaking game? Epilogue? Oh yeah, that was in the new content, wasn't it? Okay, sure? Many years later. Was the office gonna be all like deteriorated or something? Wait. Huh? Oh my god, this is the skip button from the memory zone! Oh my god, I almost completely forgot about that. Yo, what? Oh. Why would I build a fire in a desert? Half the moon. So is this the memory zone? I'm very confused. Oh god. Sandstorm village. The music is really loud. Can you tone it back a few notches? You're getting in the red on my OBS. I'm gonna have to turn it down in the edit. I don't want I'm just staying in this spot because I don't know if I'm supposed to move around. Oh. Sunrise. I don't know, I like moonrises better, even though technically they in real life they don't exist. Which is sad. The memories. Wait. The pod. Is that the pod? Can I go see the old bucket? First version of the bucket. The original bucket? Is there another one with me somewhere? Because I know I took the pot twice. I found them. We got the old bucket back. Got a generator outside. There's no text on the memory zone anymore. Because this is definitely the house. That's not what it's over. I don't like the music. Open memory of Stanley Parable 2. Are there gonna be enemies in here or something? What's this? Cookie Nine's blog. Oh my god, Cookie Nine, because he was the one who made the whole skip button. Like so many games, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with the sequel. Didn't you leave a thumbs down? Where the first game teamed with originality, Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Maybe that's the truth, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't be laughing about that. Rather than expanding on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers into, or often into territory that nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? I mean, kind of fair enough. Where are the new endings? The bucket. The bucket seems to have the new endings. What I enjoyed, or what about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? You go down the elevator, you find the adventure line again, because it's all we get an uninspiring side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all of the figurines gives you nothing. I mean, it kind of gives you something. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieved from something. Pet pals. This cat-dog friendship will last forever. PP. Yes. Was that... Wait, oh yeah, was that me because of the slider? Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. Jim!
Jim.
I almost forgot about you, Jim.
Jim.
I almost forgot about Jim. Sign up for updates. Get on the green! When Stanley Parable 2 launched its massive success... Nope. When Stanley... When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But a distinctious, critical, and commercial represent. Too many big words for me, dude. You gotta tone it back a few notches. Reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions as outlined in the press release they published today. And by today, they mean July 9th. What year, we'll never know. It's clear that the Stanley Parable is just not what, or it's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what fans want. Reads the press release. We have thought that our vision for the series that players would be excited about, or we thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out turns out this could not be farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise preserving the artistic integrity of the original game and stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Arrogant, I'm guessing that's arrogant. Review scores in the video game history second. Something to it. I will say that's a bit mean, because like, come on, more gym buttons. More gym buttons.
Gym.
I'm a cease. All the collectibles, hang on, I press these ones.
Stanley.
What?
Stanley.
You don't just say Jim. You don't just say Jim.
Stanley. Jim. Stanley.
Alright. Wait, there's 7. No, there's 8. There's 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's this? Ooh, I don't like that sound. Oh, I don't like this area. Thank you for enjoying the new content. You're welcome. Oh. Back to the old life? Oh, hi! How are you? It's nice to see you too, buddy. It's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Well, I'm sure there'll be games like it because people are interested. Did you hear what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. I can understand that. I'm 100% that kind of person where I don't care on other people's opinions. Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. It's really a legacy. Let's just keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Well, if anything, we're probably just gonna have the planet blow up before the sun explodes at this point. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Drag it through the mud and back. Alright. And if people hate it, who cares? Amen, brother. I mean, hey, this has been an amazing game. This is one of the... Okay, hang on, real quick. This is probably one of the only games I've actually had the dedication to 100%. And I still haven't technically 100% of it. You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. That's, yeah. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. Yes and no. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. Buddy, I'm a Minecraft animator and gamer. I don't know how to code. It's simple. All we do is change the number of the... It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. I mean, Fair enough. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Gaudy? I guess you pronounce that? Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. You're gonna give me options? Oh. Stanley Parable 3. Avoid the apple. Grilled apple. Grilled champion. The original champion. The original train station. Quarterly train station. Quarterly octopus. Pockets full of octopus. Pockets full of squares. The computer virus. Grilled the computer virus. The original computer virus. The original apple. The original square. Or just the square. The square. Screw the jump circle, the jump square. No, I kinda like the original square, like the original computer virus. Or no, I kinda like just the square. I like just the square. Stanley Parable 3, the square. It's absurd, I love it. Let's go. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way the Stanley Parable will never end. Okay, but that's not... And nothing in the game has to change, or itself will change when you do this either. Oh, okay, well... Alright. Adding more content sounds like we don't need that. You know what? Fair enough. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again, with a new title screen. I mean, I guess you could say that's what a remaster is. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say in it as well. Let's do it, don't do it. Screw it, let's do it. Good. Then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start up the game. And you know what? Since you've put my faith in my ideas, I feel like giving you something as well. Ooh. Face reveal? Never me from this guy. You see, I'm noticing the narrator never found any way to give you that broken achievement, did he? Oh yeah, the test achievement, that's right. Yeah. Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know. Wow, that's just... Okay, fair enough, but that's just rude. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Ooh. Alright, there. The achievement... Bro... Why couldn't have you done that before? When the achievement machine just wasn't working? You see? I'm on your side. We're in this together. Heck yeah, brother. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I mean, it kinda has. I must keep the wheel turning. I mean, you don't have to, but fair enough. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Oh, don't tell me. No. Oh, brother. Fair enough. It is... 2. Nope. 2. Why did I go this way? 2. 14. Is it about to be 15? Oh no, it just changed to 14. Okay. Alright, there you go. So just slide until you're invisible. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Let's go. The Stanley Parable 3, the square. Oh, hey. Hi. Alright, so he said there's no new content, but I'm curious though, because, like, where's the machine then?
This is the story of a man named
I'm
Stanley.
gonna skip, I'm sorry, man.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
available.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No, surely not.
Hey! The content! Oh, return to the Stanley Parable 2X? Oh, okay. I was hoping I was actually going to go through the new content stuff, but alright. Hopefully not have to go back to the skip button and have to deal with that again. Well, I'll go back to the expo hall. Sure, why not? Here we go.
You see, Stanley,
Oh, wait, I can
I've
actually
been
get this correct this
reflecting
time.
on the
It's on
Stanley
the side.
Parable. and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out
Dude,
to
this
be.
ultra deluxe
The
version has been
original Stanley
incredible.
Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
And it did.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
There we go. There's that opening. Sadly, the bucket's been in the way, but that's okay. I don't have ray tracing up here, apparently.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
Let's go.
Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
I feel like that was here, but there it is. Okay, keep this in mind of what it says. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game. Keep that in mind, people. Because I'm pretty sure last time it
For the
changed.
Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer
I am
is that they
Jim.
want to be
I am Jim.
individually
I am Jim.
recognized.
I am
Sorry,
Jim.
I should
I
have
am
clarified.
Jim. I am
Right
Jim.
now,
I
the
am
button
Jim.
only says the
I
name
am
Jim.
Jim.
But of
I am
course, in the
Jim.
final
I
game,
am
this
Jim.
button will
I
say
am
your
Jim.
name, whatever
I
name
am
that
Jim.
is.
I am
Here,
Jim.
let's have you
I
role
am
play as
Jim.
Jim to
I am
really
Jim.
simulate the
I
full
am
experience
Jim.
of this
I
feature.
am Jim.
Just play
I
along.
am
I
Jim.
promise you'll
I am
love it.
Jim.
Okay,
I am
here we
Jim.
go. Let's
I
take a
am
deep
Jim.
breath,
I am
clear
Jim.
your mind,
I'm already
forget
Jim.
whoever
I
you
am
are,
Jim.
and simply
Let me
become
press
a
the
person
button.
named Jim.
I am Jim.
Whoa, hold on.
I am
wasn't
Jim.
finished setting up the
I am
backstory.
Jim.
If you
I
don't
am
properly
Jim.
roleplay as
I
Jim,
am
then
Jim.
you'll never
I am
understand the
Jim.
impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
I am Jim.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself... Alright, fine, whatever.
Yes,
it's just
I am
a
Jim.
meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here.
I am Jim.
I'm done with this button.
I am Jim.
Why don't you go humiliate
Jim.
me in front of a different feature
I
I worked
am
very hard
Jim.
on?
I am Jim. I am Jim.
Jim.
See, if you'd
Jim.
only played along,
Jim.
that would have been your
Jim.
name the button
Jim.
says. But
Jim.
no.
Jim.
Instead,
Jim.
oh,
Jim.
I can't even
I
think
am
about
Jim.
it.
I am
I'm
Jim.
taking the Jim
No,
button
no,
away.
I am Jim. 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 No. Alright, back to the dead. Just like that. Personality switch. Alright. Let's get out of here. It's time for 2 buttons.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
2 buckets. 2 buckets. 2 buckets.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here? How did you get a second bucket?
2
Oh no,
buckets.
the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Oh, Jesus.
Stanley! Oh, thank God, I didn't lose
Oh.
you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you,
Bruh.
but I couldn't take the risk.
Why is
I
it a
hope
cross?
one day you can forgive me.
No. Why is the ceiling a cross? You should have given me the power to have 2 buckets. You piece of crap. See? The button that says Jim. You heard Jim in the game.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration.
You're gonna
like
reverse me
balloons.
again, aren't you?
But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I would go with Get Well Someday, but you're probably gonna reverse me.
You know, sometimes when you
alright.
solicit another person's
Later.
opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
On the bright side, looks better. Oh yeah, achievement. He's gonna like freak out when I pull his hand, isn't he?
Now, here's something special. You remember
But then
that
it doesn't
broken
work
test
when he's lying to me,
achievement that got
going
left in the
mad.
game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be
Hey!
given to you. As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
Yep, sure did.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago.
Yeah, skill issue, buddy.
Who fixed it? Is someone here?
My friend on
Are we
the
being
computer.
watched?
He starts the game
Oh, God.
every time almost.
Composure? Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It,
One of the only features
it
you
truly
actually
speaks
finished.
to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Alright, let's go grab those collectibles again.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Out of order. You've already been here. No. Oh, okay. Alright. Cringe.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite
Oh,
falling.
he put a roof on
You
it.
can fall
Okay.
until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Well, I
You
just
see,
do it the whole way
isn't it
down.
wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
It's not infinite.
you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Stop lying to yourself, it's not infinite. Well, maybe
Now,
it is
I don't mean to
infinite,
be a
'cause I didn't do the
bummer,
first one around.
but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess that's him trying to hide it. That's a simple dot.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully,
Okay, yes.
but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very
Can I
deep
put some
hole?
keys? No, I
To be
can't.
certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of
very clever.
infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
Yay.
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Yep,
Look,
I sure am,
I think
and
the
you're
issue
here.
here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need.
Technically, it
Don't you
was.
put this
For
on
me,
me.
at least.
Maybe you're the problem.
You created the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
Nah.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Nah, it's just
If
really
that
deep.
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
What if I
I'll
don't?
just be up here when you're ready.
I got a feeling it's just gonna be one of those things where no matter what happens, he's just gonna be waiting for me. Yeah.
Great. Now, oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
No, there's no problem.
The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A
Too
normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole.
You're right,
there.
I'm
It goes
autistic.
on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I
Yes.
couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here?
I don't know. You
Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. The shame of my life. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
I like holes in the ground.
Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Okay, so good.
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose...
I did press it, by the way.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Yeah, put the jump circle
I'm
here.
out.
Put the jump
Goodbye,
circle here.
Stanley.
Put the jump
You
circle
couldn't
here.
bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
Wait, is it gonna be-
It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Is it-
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Is it going to be different because if I turn on the bucket? Or is it just going to open up and let me into the weird dimension of dream state? Sounds like I'm going back to the dream state. We going down? Yep, we going down. Fun fact, this is how Mario tubes work. No, I'm just kidding. God, just what a game. I've come so far in this game. I tried to get every ending, honestly I did. I didn't think I was gonna take the motivation to do it. But I'm wrong. I mean there are still things I have yet to actually find out, so this game's only like $20. I think like 25 was total. But yeah, feel free to play something else for yourself. Maybe find some of the stuff I didn't find.
Stanley!
Yeah.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
I already got
So
all of
how
those.
about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Alright. I wonder if I can go back in there. I forget whether or not you can. Or if I even tried that.
Go on, try out some of the new
I'll say, well, I was so
features.
quiet. But maybe that was my headphones. So then. Oh, they did put mostly infinite. Oh, no, sorry, it was this thing that didn't change, that's right. This was one of them that did change. All the broken features changed their names. No, they shut the door on me. Boo! Oh, nope, okay. Alright. I want to see if there's anything else new. No! Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Do I have to press all the computers again to go to heaven? No. It's just always gonna be ZFL. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, well, sadly I can't end this in the way I wanted to. But hey, that's okay. This was still quite the experience. So... thank you all so much for watching. Sadly I can't find a good place to do an outro, but this was definitely an experience, and I'm glad I was able to get everything that I could. There might be more for all I know, but this is what I was able to get. So if you're able to get more, go ahead and do your own thing. And this game, I think it was like $25, somewhere around there, not including tax, maybe. But yeah, no, this game, it was definitely an experience, that's for sure. So yeah, make sure check this game out for yourself, because it's incredible. With that though, I'm gonna head out. So thank you everyone who watched. If you watched to the end, thanks for coming. I don't know if I'll do more recordings like this that's like full game playthroughs. It's kind of just like a one-time thing probably. Maybe I'll do it more often if this gets a lot of views for some reason. But yeah, with that, I guess see y'all later. Have a good one.